What up, everybody? It's your boy Jerome. I'm here today with the review for Black Ink Crew Season 4, Episode 15, titled I'm the New You. So without further ado, let's get the video started. Alright, so the episode starts out, it said Loyal Ink. Reese and Lily are both gone, so now they're down to, two tattoo artists. All they have left is Danielle and Charmaine and Van and Cobra. So Cobra comes in with a mask on looking like the Phantom of the Opera. And, she's basically just telling them how, she's doing this wrestling thing, how, it's a new outlet for her to channel her anger and all that kind of stuff. And, so she wants to channel her anger in a positive way. Then Van comes into the shop and, he asks Cobra why does she have that mask on. And then, he looks over in the corner and he sees the Virgin Mary and he's like, whose is that? And they say, I think Cobra said this is Lily's. So and then they notice that there is a note attached to it. And, so they go get the note. The note is, a last fuck you to them written by Lily. And basically it's just saying fuck you to Van, fuck you to Charmaine, and, fuck you to Danielle as well. She said she shouldn't have put her hands on Danielle. She told Charmaine, her head is stuck so far up her ass. And, she told Van that basically he has a big ass ego and all that kind of shit. And I'm just like, why come you couldn't say that shit in their face? But, whatever, Lily. I'd be fine if Lily did not come back because, really and truly, looking at this shit, this season, I have not liked Lily at all. And then, Cobra is basically saying how when it comes down to this is not her business. She is roommates with Lily. And, she and Reese made amends with each other. So, she just don't want to get involved with it at this point. Which, I get that. You live with the bitch and you don't want to get into it with her. Like, I get it. I do. And, Van is talking about how he did not kiss Lily, which I didn't believe when she said that last week. I thought Lily was just grasping shit out of her ass, to be honest with you, when it came down to Van Van and Nikki. Like, I really thought this. I just thought she was just grasping at straws. And then we got 4. He is back out there in Los Angeles. He's working on his music. And then London on the track, and his tour manager and his general manager come in there, just to hear the music that 4 has been working on. So, they start listening to the music. They vibe to the music, which actually really was some good music. But then, 4 has to stop it because he hasn't completely, one of the songs he played for him, he didn't finish it. And, London on the Track's general manager, she's looking like, what the fuck? You hadn't finished this song. Excuse me. And then the tour manager, he just asking her how does she feel about it and all that kind of stuff. And then, he plays another song for them. And same thing with this song. It's not finished. And London is like, I gave you 10 songs. You haven't even finished but 3. You haven't even done nothing but 3 songs. And then on top of that, these 3 songs are not finished. And I got where London was coming from because it looked very unprofessional. Like, I don't know if London gave him, because 4 said he didn't know that he had a deadline. But I'm like, of course you had a deadline. He may have, I don't know. He may have, or he may not. I don't know. But it just, when your dude comes in there, you should have your shit together and ready to go. Like, he gave you 10 songs. Like, at least have 5 of them done. If you don't have all 10 done, at least have 5 and be like, you know what, I'm gonna bust my ass, I'm gonna get these other ones done. But London does decide to give 4 another chance, which I get that. 4 is a good dude, and like I said, the music was good. It's just the fact that he was unprepared. I don't know how that works. Like, I really didn't understand that. Like, have this shit together. As the saying goes, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So that's just how I feel. All right, and then you got Lily talking about how, she feels so good after leaving Loyal Ink and all that kind of stuff. And then she also lets us know that after she left Loyal Ink, Reese decided that she wouldn't go back to San Diego. And now Lily is basically meeting up with Ryan because, she, I guess she wants to make amends with Ryan now that she is a free agent. And a free agent meaning you ain't doing shit. So I guess she's looking for a job at this point. So, Ryan does show up. Basically, Ryan just wants, Lily to explain to him why it was on social media, fuck Ryan this and fuck Ryan that and all that kind of stuff. So, she's explaining to Ryan, why she said what she said. And, Ryan is basically telling her that he did want Lily to come to the shop with him because she's a good tattoo artist. And, Ryan is basically telling Lily that she let the others get in her head and all that kind of stuff. And then she's telling, Ryan how she doesn't fuck with him at this point. And, she apologizes to him for what she did. And I mean, I got what Lily was coming from when I don't think she went about it the right way by saying fuck Ryan. I got why she was upset with Ryan because she didn't do anything wrong to Ryan in the whole situation. It was more so the others than it was her. So I got why she was upset with Ryan, but to say fuck Ryan this and fuck Ryan that, I'm actually like Ryan. I don't understand why she did it. But, she apologized to him, like I said. And now, like I said earlier, Lily is looking for work at this point. So that's why she's coming back to kiss Ryan's ass to see if she can get a job over there at Nine Mag. All right, and then Charmaine, she is out to eat with her mama. And, her mama's still telling her how her daddy still is wigged out about the whole situation that when he met Neek and his mama, how she was talking about how she wanted a baby and all that kind of stuff, which I would be freaking out too because Charmaine is a dumbass when it comes to that shit. Like, you want a baby with a man that you're not even married to, whatever. And, her mama saying how she looks stressed out. And Charmaine is telling her, it's because of the shop and it's because of the radio station and all that kind of stuff. And then at this point, her mama just trying to, tell Charmaine, be around people who you don't have to be stressed, stressed with all that kind of shit. And it's not even the people, it's that shop. Like, they can't get shit together. As long as, they in that shop, they're not going. She's gonna continue to be stressed out with the shop. She can say it's the radio station, but it's that shop and all the drama and all the bullshit that comes with Loyal Inc. And then her mama starts to tell her how she talked to Ryan, she texts Ryan and all that kind of stuff, and how she has mad respect for Ryan. And basically she's just telling Charmaine how Ryan opened the door for her, and for her to do the things that she did to Ryan, it was fucked up and all that kind of stuff. Because number one, Ryan got her car when her car got repossessed. Ryan was the one that got her car for her. So, I mean, I got her. I respect her. I love her mama telling her basically, grow the fuck up. Go talk to Ryan. Go apologize to Ryan. Make amends with Ryan at this point because y'all's relationship was like brother and sister. And for you to, whatever happened between you two, it's time to say, enough's enough. Let's put the bullshit behind us. And then she also does say how Ryan has told her that, I guess Ryan has told her mama what, his side of things is, and how at some point he hopes that they can get back to, some kind of a relationship. And again, her mama just wants her to go sit down and have a conversation with Ryan. All right, so Cobra is having this wrestling event. Lily shows up to support her, but there's no Cobra in sight. But then eventually Cobra does come out with the ice pack on her neck. And, she tells Lily that she hurt herself doing practice. So now she's on her way to the ER and all that kind of stuff. And, she's talking about how she's kind of rethinking this whole, wrestling thing. Because if she fucks up her hands, that's it for her tattooing. And, tattooing is her whole, her whole life, her, everything to her. And, like I said, she's on her way to the emergency room. So Lily decides to go to the emergency room with her. And, as they get into the van with each other, Lily is telling Cobra how she sat down and she had a conversation with Ryan and all that kind of stuff. And, she's telling her how Ryan said that he has a spot at 9 Mag for her. Which I don't remember Ryan saying that, but if he did, it must have escaped my memory. And I guess Cobra herself is just, reevaluating. Like, that whole shit that happened with Ryan, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Maybe me and Ryan can move on at some point too, but we'll see. Okay, so 4, he is back in Chicago. He is, since everything in LA is just very hectic for him right now and very stressful, he's out there. He's meeting up with Ryan at 9 Mag and all that kind of stuff. And, Ryan is talking about how right now, since everything is not completely done with 9 Mag, they're in the basement tattooing. But, it's a light at the end. He can see the light at the end of the tunnel with the upstairs because they're almost complete with it. And, he's telling, Ford that he can, do some work there, but Ford is not there to do work. Ford is actually there to get a tattoo done. and I actually did not write down what the tattoo was that he got. But, say what you will about Ryan, like he does come off as a little bitch sometimes, but Ryan is a dope ass tattoo artist because that tattoo that he did for was bad as hell. Like, I love that tattoo. And that's, when it comes down to Ryan, it's just sometimes he whines and complains so much. And I'm like, dude, you are a badass tattoo artist. Why are you whining and complaining about every little thing when it comes to the other group? Like, enough's enough. We get it. They fucked you over. But at some point, you got to be like, you know what? They fucked me over. I'm not fucking with them. And I'm moving the fuck on and stop harping on it and stop complaining about it. Because your work speaks for itself, like dope as fuck. Like if I go to Chicago, I would actually like to link up with Ryan just so he can do some tattoos for me. I know they're probably gonna be high as fuck, but just because he's a dope ass artist, I would love to do, for him to do some work on me, like for real. All right, and then we have Don. He's having a little family dinner with Four and his, Ashley and the kids and one of his friends and all that kind of stuff. And then, Ashley, she's sitting there talking about how she might possibly take Don back. I'm like, Ashley, it ain't no possibly you're going to take Don back. You have already taken that nigga back. I'm pretty sure you have. But, if that's what you want to say for the cameras, Ashley, by all means, say it. We don't believe it, though. And, basically the reason why Don did this is just because he knows that out there in L.A., Four is under a lot of stress with this music stuff and all that kind of stuff. So he just wants to have, like I said, family day and all that kind of stuff. And then, Four is telling Don how, with Non-Mag almost been complete, that there is a spot there for him. And, Don is basically like, excuse me, I guess he want to stay at Loyal Inc. because at Loyal Inc. there's no boss. And if he goes and work for Ryan, then he has to answer to Ryan again. And basically what it is he wants to leave a legacy for his kids, which I get that. He don't want to have to answer to somebody. He just wants to leave something there for his family once, everything is said and done. So I definitely respected what he said in that point because I feel that same way. You don't want to work with somebody for the rest of your life. You want to be able to build something for yourself and for your family so that way, it can be passed down from generation to generation. So I definitely got what he was saying in that. And then lastly, this Non-Mag barbecue. So you got the new crew there and you got Bella drunk ass there. And then, they all having a good time and all that kind of stuff. And then up walks Lily with some food and pans. And when Lily comes in, they all get a little quiet and they looking at Lily like, what the fuck are you doing here? And even Bella had, kind of was like, why is she here? The last time I saw her, I mean, I might have been drunk, but when I saw her, she was trying to fight Junior. I'm like, you didn't even see her. You was passed out drunk in that van and you didn't even remember shit from the night. You didn't even remember shit. So how did you see her again? But whatever. So, Ryan says that there's no beef between he and Lily. And, he mentions Junior. And Lily says that the beef is not with her and Ryan. That is between, her, Adriana, and Junior. And Ryan was like, the beef is between him, but whatever. And they just let it go at that point. And, so they start having fun with each other and all that kind of stuff. They start dancing and all that kind of stuff. And then Charmaine shows up. And Charmaine sees Lily and she's like, oh, I see how you are. You just blow with the wind and all that kind of stuff. Which I'm like, she sure the fuck does. And, Charmaine is just coming up there to talk to Ryan because she's taking the advice of her mama. She wants to make amends with Ryan. She wants to apologize to Ryan. She wants to get on a better footing with Ryan. And, Charmaine and Lily, they begin to argue and all that kind of shit. I'm like, oh my God, here we go with this bullshit. But like I said, Charmaine says that she came there to talk to Ryan. So she and Ryan go off to the side and they talk. Now, while she's walking away, Lily is still sitting there talking shit. I'm like, Lily, shut the fuck up. Like, she came here to talk to Ryan. The same shit that you did is the same shit that Charmaine is trying to do. So shut the hell up and sit your ass down somewhere. So, Charmaine goes out there with Ryan, Bob, Bam, and they talking. And, she says that basically what she wants to do is she wants to make peace between she and Ryan. She wants to squash the beef and all that kind of stuff. And, and then back on the other side of the house or the building, you got Ryan's new manager asking Lily, does she want to fight Charmaine? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where did that come from? Like, leave it alone. Charmaine did what she came there to do. Talk to Ryan. She took Ryan to the side. Let it be. Stop trying to egg this girl on to go out there and fight her. Like, y'all sitting here complaining about, first of all, y'all sitting here complaining about her when she fought out there in Jamaica, but y'all want her to go and fight Charmaine. Like, what kind of sense does that make that y'all, that's hypocritical as fuck. If you got a problem with her fighting in Jamaica, why the fuck do you want her to fight right now? Like, it makes no sense to me. So, back to Ryan and Charmaine. You know, Ryan is yelling at Charmaine about that article she did and all that kind of stuff. And she's saying basically she did that stuff because she hated him at that time. And, you know, she felt like he wronged them by leaving the shop the way that he did and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, she was just trying to one-up him and well, not one-up him, but she was just trying to match what she felt that he did to them, which is childish and is petty as fuck. But, I mean, you know, what can you expect when it comes to Charmaine? So, I definitely, you know, I guess it was supposed to be for her an eye for an eye, but that's stupid as shit. And, you know, she does feel bad for what she did, or maybe she's making us feel that she feels bad for it. And, you know, she admits that she threw him under the bus with the article and how she won't do it again. But Ryan is just not that sure that he can trust Charmaine, which I get it. You know, this is somebody that you thought that you could trust, and then they turn out to, you know, stab you in the back the minute that they feel that you've gone against them. So I definitely get where Ryan is coming from in this situation. And I actually see Charmaine's side. I don't like, when it comes down to Charmaine, I don't know how sincere she is, because again, her mama told her to go talk to Ryan. So I'm not sure how sincere she is, and I'm not sure she would have done this had her mama not told her to do it. So I'm on the fence when it comes to Charmaine, but I definitely see Ryan's side of everything, and you know how he just cannot get past it at this point, because like I said, they were so close, and you know the shit that he's done for Charmaine and all that kind of stuff. And then you go back to Lily. She's still talking shit about Charmaine. And Bella, who has been drunk this whole season, is being a voice of reason with, you know, I don't know what the manager's name is, and Lily. Basically, she's trying to tell these bitches not to go fight Charmaine, which I'm like, of all people, Bella is the person that's making sense. Like, what the fuck? Is the ground cold? Like, what the fuck is going on? Bella is making sense. Bella, the one that's been drunk the entire season. But, you know, they obviously are not listening to Bella. So, you know, Ryan, they go over there where Ryan and Charmaine is, and they stirring up some shit with them. And Ryan finally just tells them, y'all need to go back over there. Let me talk to her, finish talking to her and all that kind of stuff. And they do. And then, you know, basically just Ryan tells, you know, Charmaine wants to know if, you know, she says she says, I'm sorry. And she wants to know if Ryan can forgive her. And Ryan says that, you know, he can't forgive her, that they're not cool. And, you know, Charmaine leaves, which, like I said, I definitely get it, why Ryan feels the way he feels, because of what Ryan has done for Charmaine, the relationship that he's had with Charmaine, which he explained that the relationship between Charmaine and Lily is completely different. His relationship with Lily is just a work relationship, and his relationship with Charmaine was much more than that. It was like I said, brother and sister. So I definitely get where Ryan is coming from with that. But that was Black Ink Crew. Like the video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel. Now, next week is the season finale of Chicago, I believe, and the premiere of New York. So I don't know if I'm going to do the videos next Wednesday, because next Wednesday is my mother's birthday, and it'll be year number 2 that I have to celebrate her birthday without her. So like, I don't know if I'm going to record my videos next Wednesday. I may and I may not. If I do record them, you'll get them at the regular scheduled time. If I don't put them up next Thursday, then they will be up next Thursday night or Friday morning, whichever one. I'm just not sure. But I will see you guys later.